You are not an adult. Not really. You might have a job, a mortgage, and a driver's license, but most of us are still living our lives based on the act of a child. We think of childishness as playing with toys, but true childishness is an immature approach to adult challenges. We need to recognize the 6 hidden acts of a child that are holding us back from real growth. This concept is a beautiful ideology of how children live, and by understanding it, we can finally outgrow the childish, immature life. Look around, see the adults, see the responsibilities, the jobs, the houses, the suits. We think we're mature. We think we've grown up. But I'm here to tell you a harsh truth. You are not an adult. Not really. You might have the driver's license, the degree, and the mortgage. But most of us are still letting a small, immature, emotionally reactive entity run our lives. This entity is the act of a child. I'm not talking about innocent play. I'm talking about the 6 hidden, self-sabotaging behaviors that keep us trapped in an immature cycle, blocking true success and peace. This is the one concept that can change your life forever, simply by showing you what true growth really looks like. Act 1. Children don't save. The immediate gratification trap. Think of a child with $1. Their mind is programmed for immediate gratification. They don't see that dollar as a tool for future investment. They see it as a key to unlock the next 10 minutes of happiness. They will spend every single dime until the money is completely gone. As adults, we call this the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. This is the adult who impulse buys, who prioritizes the comfort of now over the security of later. Every time you spend the seed, you kill the tree. If you finish every dollar that lands in your hand, you are operating from financial immaturity. The mature principle. Master delayed gratification. True adulthood is seeing money as a seed, not a snack. It's the wisdom to withhold immediate pleasure for a future of stability and freedom. If you want to stop being a child, you must start planning today. Act 2. Children don't like darkness, the fear of struggle. A child in the dark runs. Why? Because darkness is the unknown. It's uncomfortable. It requires bravery they haven't yet developed. In life, darkness is our struggle. It's the point in the business plan where the idea gets hard, the point in the relationship where the effort feels overwhelming, or the point in your personal journey where motivation disappears. The immature adult, just like the child, seeks a fast route out the second things become unpleasant. They quit the gym, they jump ship on the career, or they leave the partner. The mature principle. Embrace resilience. We must learn not to despise the dark days. A diamond is forged under immense pressure. Your strength, your character, and your best ideas are built when you are forced to carve out light in the deepest darkness. Stay put, do the work, and remember, after night always comes morning. Act 3. Children don't forgive or forget. The grudge trap. A child's insult is absolute. You're not my friend anymore. The anger is total, and the slight is permanently noted. Their small ego demands justice, not reconciliation. The adult who carries a life full of deep, long-term grudges is still a child. They allow hurt from 5 years ago to dictate their mood today. They are shackled to the past, and that chain keeps them from moving forward into the vibrant, open field of their present life. You are missing out on joy, connection, and peace because you are clinging to anger. The mature principle. Practice emotional release. Forgiveness is not something you do for the other person. It is the ultimate act of self-care. It's the wisdom to cut the chain and realize that letting go of the grudge is the only way to free yourself. Act 4. Children are easily distracted. The lack of focus. The child's attention is a slave to novelty. The toy is fun until the next, shinier toy comes along. They are brilliant at starting, but terrible at finishing. This is the adult trapped in a cycle of uncommitted projects. You start the business plan, then jump to learning a language, then switch to a new fitness regime. Your life is a landscape of half-finished projects because you allow the endless distractions of the modern world to pull you away the second things get hard, boring, or require deep, sustained effort. The mature principle. Cultivate sustained focus. Maturity means understanding that meaningful success is rarely exciting. It is often tedious. It is the wisdom to reject novelty, to silence the constant urge to pivot, and to commit to your chosen path until you cross the finish line. Act 5. Children don't apologize. The ego protection. If a child breaks something, the first words are almost never, "I'm sorry." They resort to denial or defiance. "I didn't do it." An apology feels like an admission of being bad, and they cannot allow that fragility to be exposed. This is the adult who offers the hollow apology. "I'm sorry, but you made me angry." This is the person who defends an obvious error to the bitter end. They are still protecting that fragile inner child, whose ego shatters like porcelain at the touch of criticism. The mature principle: embrace radical accountability. True strength is the willingness to fully own your missteps. An apology without excuses is a powerful statement of integrity and emotional health. Stop fearing weakness. Choose strength by accepting your fault. Act 6. Children believe the world revolves around them. The main character syndrome. The child believes their needs are paramount. Their desire for that toy or that ice cream is the absolute center of the universe. They simply lack the capacity to process that anyone else has an equally complex life. The adult who practices main character syndrome cuts people off in traffic, treats service workers with disrespect, and ignores the pain of their neighbor. They believe their schedule, their opinion, and their feelings trump everything else. The mature principle: practice conscious empathy. True adulthood is stepping outside of your own narrative. It is the profound realization that every person you encounter is the main character in their own infinitely complex and often painful story. Maturity is the commitment to inconvenience yourself slightly for the comfort, respect, and dignity of others. We all carry a child inside us. The goal is not to eliminate that child. We need its wonder, its creativity, and its spirit. The goal is to stop letting that child run your life. Adulthood isn't about age or a title or a bank account balance. It's about the conscious, difficult, and deliberate choice to reject these 6 acts of immaturity and adopt the principles of maturity: delayed gratification, resilience, forgiveness, focus, accountability, and empathy. Which of these 6 acts of a child do you need to outgrow this week? Take the challenge. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you're ready to start building the truly grown-up life you deserve.